So welcome my dear children to the second video of our second chapter of class 9 History and Civics. From the last class we have studied and understood up to the four Vedas. We were discussing about the four Vedas, which is one of the most important classification of Vedic literature. Now we will move to the second category classification of Vedic literature, which is known as Brahmanas. The Brahmanas. So for a better understanding, easy learning, I have made the content very briefly, so it will easy for you to understand more about. So the Brahmanas were written in prose after the Vedas. You know the meaning of prose. So the Brahmanas were written in prose. These are the Brahmanas. More about the Brahmanas. Brahmanas are the categories of Vedic literature that is composed, that is written in the prose mode. Then the third classification, the Aranyakas. The Aranyakas are known as forest books. Aranyakas are known as forest books, which is written for the guidance of hermits and the students living in forest. It is the concluding part of the Brahmanas. So these are the forest books. These are the forest books. That means the students who all are residing in the forest. It is meant for the students who are residing and learning by residing in the forest. And it is made by the hermits, the gurus, the sannyasis, the teachers or the hermits who residing with the students used to teach them by Aranyakas. So Aranyakas are the forest books which is used in the forest by the gurus or the munis, hermits, to teach the students who resides there. That's about the Aranyakas. The last one, Upanishad. Upanishad are philosophical thought of sages on soul, God, ultimate truth, karma, moksha, and maya. It is foundation on which the later Vedic literature rests. This is a content. This is a summary of all the literature, later Vedic literature. It's a summary of the later Vedic literature. That means the Upanishad contains the philosophical thought, the ultimate, which is absolute, the thought which is absolute. This means the meaning of soul, the meaning of God, the reality between ultimate truth, theory of karma, theory of moksha, and theory of maya. These are the composition of the Upanishad. Upanishad are the most important philosophical thought made by the sages, hermits, based on the ultimate realities of life. Example, some thought on soul, God, ultimate truth, karma, moksha, and maya. So that's about the four different classification of Vedic literature, which were there for Vedas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and the Upanishad. Now let's see the epics, the another sources, another literary sources of Vedic period, which were the two Vedic literature and epics. The epics, which are the epics? Bhagavad Gita, Ramayana, and Mahabharata. Before that, epics means what? What is the importance of epics? You can expect a question for your board examination. What are the importance of epics? First one, it gives information about social, cultural, and political life of the people of epic age. Yes, this is the summary. This is the information about social, cultural, and political life of the people in the earliest period. Then it gives information about various kingdoms that existed during the ages, their armies, their weapons that they use by them. And also, my dears, epics are considered as finest literary works with high literary and philosophical values. There are number of philosophical values for the epics, which is helping the coming generations to understand and live according to the previous ages. The great heroes of these epics followed high moral principles and it made a great impact on successive generations. Yes, as I have just before referred, the heroes of these ages, the heroes of these epics are the real icon, inspiration, inspiring motives to the coming generations. And epics really reveal the importance of family. The epics are the real motivators to start to live a moral life in a family. And Bhagavad Gita explains karma and immortality of soul. In that epics, one of Bhagavad Gita explains, detailed explains about the karma theory, the theory of karma and the immortality of the soul. That's about the importance of epics. So keep in your mind, keep these points are a important questions answer. What are the importance of epics? You can mention any 4 points. Importance of epics. So which are the most important epics? Ramayana and Mahabharata. Ramayana and Mahabharata. These two are the most important. These are the two most important epics during the Vedic period, Ramayana and Mahabharata. I hope that you know the story of Ramayana. Ramayana is the story revolves Rama and the wife Sita. It is a story to abduction of his wife Sita by a demon king Ravana. So I think that no need to explain more about the story. All of you know more about even more than me. So I am just skipping the part, but understand the most important events in the life of Ramayana. And also Mahabharata. You know that Mahabharata was a war between Kauravas and Pandavas. Whatever were the controversies between Kauravas and Pandavas resulted in the famous war, Mahabharata Yuddha. So who has written Mahabharata? That is the most important. That is most important point. That is most important point. Who has written Mahabharata and Ramayana? Ramayana was written, as you see in the very beginning, Maharishi Valmiki. Maharishi Valmiki. He has written Ramayana, while Ved Vyas has written Mahabharata. These are the two most important points you have to keep in your mind. The writers, Maharishi Valmiki has written, composed Ramayana, while Veda Vyas composed Mahabharata. The rest of the story you have to read from your textbooks and understand more about it. So these two were the literary sources of Vedic period. So I hope that you understand the first sources. So up to now we were discussing about the literary sources, Vedas and epics. Vedas and epics were the most important literary sources. Already there are two sources, literary sources and archaeological sources. Vedas and epics are the literary sources that we were discussing up to now. So you have to continuously watch the video and try to understand the subject matter. Then we will see more about very detailed archaeological sources in the third video of the session. Thank you and have a learnful days.